Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Knit on the Fly. I'm Katie, and today is August 13th. It's a Saturday, and this is episode 24. You spin me right round, because I've been spinning like crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. No drop spindling. It's been all on the new wheel, which does not have a name quite yet. We'll have to work on that. It'll just come to me. One day I'll just say it. And then that's what it'll be. That's how the plane got named. That's how my car got named. My new car actually still doesn't have a name. So, well, we'll find out. Anyway, there's been a lot of spinning this week. There's been some knitting and a lot of running around. So, let's get right into it. And, oh, we have a contest later. Ooh. Anyway, jet setting, work. We've been crazy, crazy, crazy busy at work, which is good. It's getting me flight time. It's getting me turbine time, which is a very big part of being a pilot. Is getting that illustrious turbine time to get you onto your next job. So that's good. We've been to Boston, we went to Linden, New Jersey, went to Conshohocken. I probably butchered that. Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, which is outside of Philly, and back and forth to Boston some more, back up to Maine, bringing people back and forth between all those places in Maine and Bedford and Boston and all over. So it's been a crazy week this week. This upcoming week, we have a lot of trips. Most of them, I think they're all just down to the Boston area. And then next week, or 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from today, right about now, I'll be in my cousin's wedding. So that will be a fun trip. My mom's doing some jet setting. She's going to be coming out. You're going to jump up, aren't you? Yeah. My mom's going to be coming out for Thanksgiving. I booked her tickets today, so she will be... she will be up here for Thanksgiving this year, which will be fantastic. So, the last little bit is... You want me to move that for you? Is that better? Okay. I took my dress in for my cousin's wedding, because I've shrunk a little bit. So, I took my dress in to my seamstress, and she had to take it in like 5 or 6 inches all over. Like, not 5 inches everywhere, but like, it was like 2 inches here, and like 3 inches off my hips, and a couple inches off my waist, and so that's fantastic. I can't wait. So anyway, I'm sure I'll post pictures after Heidi's wedding in a few weeks. So that's about it for jet setting. Nothing uber exciting. It was cool going into Linden, New Jersey, because it's right by Newark. Newark is uber busy, so they were like lecturing us on the radio about staying down low and don't stray to the east and blah, blah, blah. Nothing like putting the fear of an FAA violation into a pilot to make them do what you want. So anyway, that was really cool, because as I turned, my second to last turn to the runway, I was looking right down the runways, and I had planes coming over my head about 2,000 feet. Oh, it was awesome. That probably doesn't sound good, but it was really super cool. So that's about it for jet setting this week, maybe more next week. Weather's supposed to be probably a little more interesting next week, so might have some more excitement for you there. En route, we have the same 2 things going. This I take with me when I'm flying because it's little and it's easy to, you know, pop a few rows out while I'm sitting in the airplane waiting for passengers to arrive, or if I'm sitting in the FBO waiting for them to arrive, or whatever we're doing. So these are the Interrupting Cow Socks by Laura Linneman, and they are in the Dionysus colorway from Highland Handmaids. You guys have seen these. You probably are sick of seeing them. That's all I got. I'm sorry. And then there's the blanket. There's no way this is going to be done by the wedding. I don't have the time. I don't. But I did finish another repeat. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's just not going to be done. So that's really too bad, because I really wish it was going to be... Oh, no! Oh, young man. Stand by. Get down. Go sit in the window and look at the goats. Not my goats. So anyway, beautiful, not going to be done, but beautiful. So anyway, someday those will be done. Pretty soon I'll have another blanket to share with you. Landed. Uh-oh. Stand by. This is messed up. I already did my show notes, but they're on the computer. Landed, I still have nothing. Nothing. I'm sorry. I did a lot of spinning, that's all I gotta say. Takeoff. I'm not starting anything new until the blankets for the weddings that are coming up are finished. I do have plans to make shawls. but I'm not starting anything. But I've already got stuff planned, and stuff will be put with patterns, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. Ground stop. I dropped a stitch on the blanket, like in the middle of a twist apparently. Didn't catch it for like 6 rows. Don't know how I managed that. But did figure out a way to work it up the back so you can't tell. From on the back it looks a little wonky, but no one looks at the back. Because the back isn't the pretty part. The front is the pretty part. So that was slightly terrifying because it was when I was on the road and I didn't have all my tools. So I made do with a stir stick for coffee. It worked. I also used that for a cable needle because I keep losing my only cable needle. So anyway, let me see. The other stuff this week that kept me from, the drop stitch slowed down my knitting. I originally was going to do 2 separate sections. I was going to do one for knitting disasters and one for what's keeping me from knitting, but they're all into the same one now. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but that's how I'm going to do it. Been doing that for a long time, I just didn't realize it. My honey's birthday was this week. It was a whole week extravaganza. While he was home, he got an extra day off, and so we got to spend a lot of time together, which was really nice, but that totally kills my knitting time because I don't want to be knitting when I'm with him. I want to be with him. So he was home all week, and we had a party one night. I actually had to overnight on his birthday down in the Boston area. So that was a total bummer, but I had all his friends throw a party made sure they had a party for him so he had people to hang out with, and I didn't want him sitting home by himself on his birthday, so that worked out well. We made I made a chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting at the request of the birthday boy. Fantastic. Nothing healthy about it. Nope, didn't use agave nectar. Nope, I used full-on butter and sugar, and it was horrible, but it tasted pretty good. I don't even like chocolate, but the frosting totally did it. And the work, just working always throws a wrench in my knitting time, as it does for most of us. Holding. Okay, so I've got 3 parts to my holding. I finished the Highland Handmaid's Cherry Blossom. I finished the first 4 ounces last week. Was going to finish the last 4. I ended up. I use obnoxiously colored contrast yarn, so I know where it is. I know some people like to use, like these are my ends, but then I use bright, obnoxious orange. So anyway, that's kind of funky where I tried to wrap it, but it turned out really good. I'm really happy. So this is 8 ounces, 8 total ounces. It's 575 yards of, I'd say it's somewhere between sport. I would say the biggest parts are worsted, and then down a little bit smaller. I never remember what the order is from DK Sport. If those are the same, I don't even see how bad is that. And I have no idea how to twist these into real good skeins, so that's what I got. It's pretty. I like it. That is going to be a shawl. That is going to be Laura's Lala Simple Shawl from Laura at the Knit Girls. But I'm pretty happy. That's my first hand spun off my wheel, so I can't complain too much. I really like how it came out, and I'm super excited. So I had started this on the drop spindle and decided to finish it on the wheel. I didn't have much. I already Navajo applied it. It's over on the other bobbin. But this is Highland Handmaid's Falklands, 4 ounces in candy corn. So it's this dark orange, and then there's a whole bunch of this yellow, and then underneath there's a whole bunch of white. So it looks like a big candy corn. So I'm going to Navajo apply that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't know. And I've never Navajo applied on the wheel. So if anybody out there has any suggestions for any videos or stuff, would you post it under the show notes on the Ravelry? I'll probably just end up YouTubing or Googling it. But if anybody has some that are tried and true and really helped them, much appreciated. And then I started, so now on the wheel, which I didn't bring in here, is more Highland Handmaids. Shocking, right? I think I have a problem. Superwash Merino Tencel, which is this. Nope, wrong one. Geek. Which is this. But this is Thor's Hammer. The Poetic was the purple and the gray, or the purple and the silver. So, I'm starting that. I only have 4 ounces of that. And that's been interesting because sometimes it feels really grabby and sometimes it just like shoots right out of my hand. So I'm still trying to figure out the nuances of the Merino Tencel. But I love it. It's shiny. It's pretty. So is that enough holding for the week? My goodness. Alright. Reservations. I forgot to mention. Last week. I mentioned her last week. Monet. 635 yards. It's a Merino Tencel blends. 50-50. 635 yards. I found the little card like right after I podcast, of course. Then I also got, and I totally forgot to mention this, I got these awesome little earrings. Were in the little card she sent me. They're so cool. I don't know if you can see them. But they're little blue earrings. Aren't they pretty? And I didn't even ask her if she made them. She might have, or they might be store-bought. To be honest, I can't tell. They're turned pretty, I don't know. They could go either way. I'll have to ask. But, very pretty. Thank you very much. And Mim58 from Plurk, her name is Mary. She sent me, she saw me comment on Plurk that I loved this colorway. Again, from Highland Handmaids. It's her pitch pine top. It's the 83% kid mohair, nylon, and superfine merino. It's 4 ounces. It's called Just Before Dawn. And I've loved this colorway since she started doing it. And we've spent some money this summer having fun and enjoying our summer. And I'm kind of feeling the pinch. And I didn't plurk it so someone would buy it for me. It was just a simple statement of fact that I loved the colorway. And Mary was nice enough to make my day. And she truly did. I was not in tears, but brought tears to my eyes. And I was very flattered that she would do that. So thank you very much, Mary. I appreciate it. And we will see what that comes to be when it grows up. Okay, so then Heather from the Fiberista Files, she went to Bartlett Yarns fiber mill, and she got me a little sampler packet of all the different yarns. So like, this is their solids, 100% wool. So I have everything. I've got sample of their bulky, their sport, their Acadian tweed. So I have samples of all their stuff. So I have all of it. Oops. This is all their fisherman wools. So I have samples of all of it. So she picked that up for me because I was going to, I don't know if I mentioned this, she did. I was going to go fly up because it's about at least a 2.5 hour drive, maybe longer in the summertime, up to the mill. And it was just a tour of the mill, which wasn't going to take overly long. So I was actually going to fly my little plane up there, not my work plane, my little plane, and they were going to pick me up in Dexter and take me with them and then drop me off. I was going to fly home. We got foiled by fog. So, boo-hiss. Boo-hiss fog, boo-hiss. But she was kind enough, her and her hubby were kind enough to get me the sample pack. And then she bought me some pencil roving. Oh, it's so pretty. Does that look like a face on that side? Anyway, it's super thin already. So I can't wait. Cannot wait. I don't even know how much this weighs, to be honest. My scale's over there. It might be 4 ounces. It might be more. It doesn't actually say. It just says pencil roving. So Heather wanted to get me pencil roving, and her hubby picked out the color, which is Mountain Laurel, which is beautiful. So, thank you very much for the pencil roving. That is in line. So anyway, it's Bartlett Yarns, B-A-R-T-L-E-T-T Yarns, YARNS.com. And it's already linked in the show notes. And yeah, so go check them out. Their stuff is really fantastic. I'm definitely going to go. Definitely going next time. If I have to drive, I will go. For sure. Reservations has a lot of stuff this week, sorry. The next one actually was shared with me a few weeks ago. Actually, it happened after my podcast, would be 2 podcasts ago, before my computer broke. So she actually shared it with me right after two podcasts ago. And it was Knitter CNY on Rav. And she sent me a link to clickforbabies.org. It is a campaign. I'm going to read it because otherwise I'll mess it all up. Maine is part of the program. Not every state is a part of the program. Maine has a program, Click for Babies, like the Click Your Knitting Needles, to knit baby hats in purple or at least 50% purple for the shake, to raise awareness for shaken baby syndrome, which is in November. The hats should be 50% purple, like I said, and can be made for preemie to normal-sized babies, or big babies. I'm going to start collecting them. If you start knitting some baby hats in purple and want to send them to me, I'm going to raffle something off, or maybe a few things. I'm not sure what. Maybe some fiber, maybe some stitch markers, maybe some patterns. Pattern of your choice, maybe, up to 10 bucks. There will be prizes. There will be numerous prizes. Sorry, that's not very motivating, is it? I will come up with some prizes this week, and I'll get them up on the thread. But each hat that you make will put you in the raffle. So I'll be collecting those until the 15th of October, because then I have time to send them out to be distributed in the month of November. So thank you very much. She actually sent me a link from the Village Soup, which is our local newspaper. And you know what? I didn't even look to see where you're from. You're probably from here. I didn't even look. Look how much of a slacker. Oh, sorry. So anyway, I will still be coming up with prizes. I'll talk about that more next week. But anyway, anybody who wants to knit some baby hats, please do. And the last thing is the Mother Bear Cal. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to be doing 2 drawings. Notable Needle, Kate over at Notable Needle donated her extra one because, as she says, she has a small following. That may be true, but you guys should go check her out. She is Notable Needlework, and I can't remember how many episodes she has. I know she has a few, so I think I'm finally all caught up with hers. And this is the one where we're smack talking with Mommy Needs Yarn. We're going to try to take her down in the nicest way. She got all emotional on her podcast this week that her feelings were hurt. I don't buy it. I think she's playing a pity party. I think she's just crying. She's just being a big whiner. So anyway, I have 2 patterns to give away. So I'm going to... I know a couple people posted in here that they already have the pattern. So if I pick your number, I'm not going to give you the pattern again. I hope that doesn't make anybody angry. But if I pick you, I'm not going to give it to you because you already have it. So we had about 13 posts, I think, of people who oops. So I just got a number generator. I haven't actually used it yet. Next. Okay. So, I got... hold on a second. Sorry, I'm having technical... it is... TMY in HNL. So I'm guessing that's TMY in Honolulu, because HNL is the Honolulu identifier, airport identifier, I do believe. Hold on. I better write it down, or I'll forget. So TMY and HNL, I'm going to RAV you. I need your address, and I'm going to shoot off the pattern to you ASAP. Oh, I just put the cap on the pen, seriously? Oh, that's not a pen. It doesn't have any guts. There's no pen. TMY and HNL. So you get one, and the other one is Jeffner77. Jeffner77, you got one coming your way. So I'm sorry if you guys didn't get picked. But I hope you guys still want to participate. So now is the time, my friends. Now is the time. If I didn't pick your name, you need to go to the... Hold on. motherbearproject.org. It's a $5 donation. She sends it to you snail mail. You can get the knit pattern or the crochet pattern. And there's actually a woman on Ravelry, let's see if I still have her message, that has changed the pattern to knitting in the rounds. Oh no. Oh, I may have deleted it. Oops. Oh no. Kat MCAB, KATMCAB, has done it in the round pattern for Mother Bear. If you guys don't like to seam, the way this is written is it's knitted flat, so you end up with like this. Without, you're not going to get anything from the pattern from that. But it ends up with this long, skinny thing like this. Looks like a big scarf. And then you fold it over and you seam it up. If you hate to seam, you can contact her. And I'll put it into the show notes or in the Mother Bear thing. You can contact her. And you have to buy the pattern first. You have to. This is a charity place. We're not going to scam anybody. If I find out, you're in trouble. So anyway, order your patterns, get your yarn ready to go. The details are on the Mother Bear Cal on the Ravelry board. It's gonna run with the Podcaster Challenge, so it's September 2nd to the 22nd, I think. If that sounds about right. Do I have it in here? No. But be ready to go on that day. That's it. So bring it on, podcasters, Podcaster Challenge people. Let's go! We're going to win those bears. We're going to make the most bears. And even with all this smack talk, it's really about the bears for these kids that would never otherwise get one, ever. And I look around the house at all the crap that I have that I don't need, even a little bit. Like everything in this room, do I need any of it? No. Is it great to have because it's a hobby? Yeah. But I had dolls and toys to play with growing up, and these kids don't have any. So amongst all the smack talk and the teasing and the whatever, it's all about the bears, baby. It's all about the bears. Not even the Benjamins, but the bears. So anyway, that's all I got this week. I'm probably going to think of something else after I turn off the camera, but that can wait till next week. So have a great week. Enjoy your weekend. It's beautiful up here in the Northeast. It's a good temperature. Slight bit overcast, but it kind of kills the heat. And yeah, so enjoy. I will touch base with you probably next week on Friday or Saturday again. And hopefully I'll have some more progress on the blanket. So have a good day, and I'll see you next time.